Thirsty Thursday, you already know we right here at work. Decided to hop on top of it with individuals. See what's the talk of the town. Just going down the word on the curve. You heard me. Let me just set this up real quick. Kind of a late one today. We're later than usual. We're kind of busy. Whoopsie. Alrighty. Okay, move this over here. Here in Southern California, it is a lovely day today. Nice day to be enjoying it, but you already know that it's slave away. Now, for those who are curious, I did drop a new video on my other channel, Battle Rap Reaction. For those who are, looking to scope out new music, you guys could go peep that out. What's cracking like in sound? Trucha con la carrucha. What's good with you, my boy? Nah, well, we had a big ass burrito before we came to work, so we still straight from that. We still full from that shit earlier. She was a monster. What up, bro? How you been? What's good, Dishpo? You already know, my boy. We chilling like a villain. Mr. Pasa is definitely up in the casa for the raza. ¿Qué onda, carnal? ¿Qué es la buena vida? It was asada, carne asada. La migras, ¿en serio? La madre. They're everywhere now. And I'd be seeing them from time to time. Not like that, but, occasionally, What's cracking like an angel? Top of the evening. What do you think about El Boy's mentality? I'm always thinking about money and being about his money. Hey, well, if that's what he likes and if that's how he wants to live, then that's cool, bro. But there is more important things in life than money. You know what I mean? And sometimes, we got to focus and prioritize that, because there's some things in this world that you can't replace, and time with your loved ones is one of them. Because focusing all your time on money, also, plays a factor in neglection. So, we can't always prioritize just money. But that's just my opinion. I have a question. What type of burritos do you prefer? Handheld ones, or the ones you eat and they play with the fork? Oh, you mean the burrito mojado? Now, I prefer regular burritos, but don't get me wrong, the burritos mojados también, those just smack, bro. What do you think about Ronnie in LA? My boy's doing his thing. He's a hard worker. Was washing the dishes, but when I saw this, what's good with you, Alex Jones, mom? How you doing, carnal? With the cold words be on top. Eyeglass. You can make money, prioritize your family. Yeah, that's true. But there's some individuals that just prioritize their money, and just neglect their families. You could do both. It's just that in this world, a lot of people don't know how to juggle the two. Kind of sad. Surprised you haven't tried Mexican food. Very popular Mexican cuisine. It's just that you don't see many Tex places here in Los Angeles. Everything's straight from like Mexico. Especially right here in Los Angeles. Puro 100%. Yesterday was my last day at work. Really sad about leaving the place and the coworkers, but someone once told me, "Our new beginnings." Facts, bro. Facts. Sometimes we need a little shake-up. Blue Devil's about his money. Yes, he is. He definitely lets it be known. He don't try to trick individuals into giving them the money. He just straight up just says it. No shame. because I was once told by an individual who has a YouTube channel who says that when he's on live, he sends himself super chats from a different account. That way to get people to start sending him super chats. And he sends a high amount. That way, people send him a high amount. That way, they don't feel, stupid sending a high amount if they see somebody else do it. And he says it tends to work. And I was just like, wow, you're quite a piece of shit of a person. You'll be surprised the shit that some YouTubers do. That I'm just like, that's crazy. And I guess because I'm a fellow YouTuber, they felt like sharing this information would be that I would, I guess, see it the same way. When I'm just like, no, we're not alike, bro. Nothing alike. Yes, that is Gacho. It is. And it's by one of these bigger channels too. It's crazy. That's what I mean. Some of the shit that some of these people pull off is, man, oh man. But I tried it twice in school. It didn't really enjoy it. It might be. Well, the school's gonna give you the bare minimum, though. They're not really gonna hook you up with the good stuff. I have a question. Does it happen in the subdivisions where the new generation has different beefs from all generations? Sometimes the people generations have beef are now allies of the new. Like new. Well, if anybody has beef with the neighborhood, beef is beef, bro. Insulting the neighborhood, it doesn't matter who it is. This neighborhood is on and cracking. Happens a lot here in like neighborhoods. So. But whatever helps you make ends meet and sleep at night. Serio. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy how these people can sleep with themselves. Hi, hello there. Can you see? Gone global, bro? Yes. You gone global. Sometimes out here in the East Coast and the South, some neighborhoods are divided between the old and the new generations. Maybe like, oh, you mean like in neighborhood beef, or you mean it like in just in overall just like stilo? Oh, when it comes to rivals and allies, that's crazy. I don't know. That's strange. Because if like you have an issue with one of the homies because of the neighborhood, then you have beef with the whole neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like if you dislike one of the homies because of the neighborhood, then that's like you disliking all of us, and it's on and cracking. You're just not gonna throw your little homies out there to fucking throw them under the bus, especially if they're OGs. What kind of shit is that? Like I said, some neighborhoods are more structured, and some are pretty much they just let everyone do whatever the fuck they want. It just depends on the neighborhood, right? You have some neighborhoods that are like structured, like I said, um, so everybody's on the same page, and then you have some neighborhoods that just everyone does their own thing and it's dysfunctional. Just depends on the neighborhoods. That's why I say that not all neighborhoods are the same. Then there's crazy shit I made contact like video mixing and retro zombies gameplay from only 200 views, and I imagine that's like $5. I'll be happy. Oh, you mean like on YouTube? 200 views? That'll be like some, it depends. YouTube does take a lot of, its cut, as well. A high percentage for them. Yeah, but a lot of people do enjoy like the gaming content and stuff like that. My sons, scope some of those guys out. Some of those guys be getting all kinds of views and all kinds of, fucking likes and all that shit on their videos. And it's just watching somebody play a video game. Like the newer ones or the newer model type games, whatever. Whatever these young folks are playing nowadays. With the old generation. The lack of respect. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on some people that decide to give a snitch a pass? Yeah, that just doesn't fly, bro. You know what I mean? That's not accepted. Like from their neighborhood, you mean? Like if it's from a different neighborhood, then it has nothing to do with the individuals, right? But if it's somebody from their neighborhood, then my boy, that's got to get cleaned up. Mandatory. Yeah, but if it's somebody else's neighborhood, then it's like you got to let them clean up their shit. You don't clean up their shit for them. It's not how it works. But yes, you definitely got to clean your own backyard. What do you think about channels on YouTube be saying they wanted to go to prison and make a career out of it for life and didn't want to come home? I think people just say that because they just want to be seen as, like gangster, right? But deep down inside, I don't really think that they truly believe that, though. Do your kids play Roblox? They used to play Roblox. Now they play like Minecraft and fucking Call of Duty. Mostly Minecraft, though. Or some other weird games. I don't know. I try to play sometimes, but it's just like I get lost in there. What is the one that we were playing the last time? Amoebas? Or I don't know. Some shit like that, though. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's like nowadays games, they move way quick, bro. It's like it's too fast, bro. It's like too much shit going on, all at once. When I tried to play Call of Duty with them, man, like every time I kept fucking like spawning or whatever, I would die like within like a second. And I'm just like, why is this shit moving so quick? You know? And then you can't press pause, you gotta go use the restroom. There's no pause. Like, what you mean there's no pause? Like, yeah, no, you can't pause it. Like, nah, I'm gonna pause it. Like, no, you can't. Look, it just keeps going. I'm just like, why? Why the fuck would it be like that? And then the more irritating part is that back in my day, my boy, you bought a game, the game was already complete. If you wanted to get the characters, you had to pass the game and you unlock the characters. You pass the game, you unlock the characters. That's how it worked. Nowadays, you want a character, you gotta pay. Another $20. Fucking game costed like $80, and I still gotta pay for fucking characters. The fuck? And what was that all that money for then? Like almost $100 a game and shit, and I still gotta buy characters. That is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like that's fucking outrageous, bro. I'm telling you, back in my day, we passed the game, you unlocked the character, and you kept going. I mean, that's how it worked. These motherfuckers still want more money. That is crazy, bro. I could be like, oh yeah, can we get some V-Bucks or I don't know, whatever, and I'm like, for what? They're like, oh, for you get a new character. I'm like, you still gotta buy a character? Like, why? Do you like Star Wars? I mean, I watch Star Wars. I'm not gonna say like I'm a fan, but like I scoped out the movies. I'm semi-aware of Star Wars, sort of. They don't really mean it. They say it on YouTube for money. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that way, people could be like, "Damn, this fool's a gangster." Like, bro, shut your fucking lying ass up right now, bro. Your goofiness. The Mingos. Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming next year. Let's go. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, that shit. We definitely gonna get that one. I like playing Grand Theft Auto. I like just fucking shit up. I ain't gonna lie. And I guess the story's cool. I really don't pay that much attention to the story. I just like causing havoc. Hey, my OG tribal chief. What? Roman Reigns? Play the game for 30 minutes and you go outside, climb a tree, and go get. Now that's what's it. Uh, this year, they added mechanics super fast. I'm telling you, bro, the games be moving way too quick. Like too much shit is going on. I'm just like you get no chance to think and shit. Like you die right away. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Why don't you like a single song from the Mingos? I bet one would enjoy. No, I try to. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a hater. I actually try to give these individuals a chance. Like I listen to the music, right? Like I literally try to listen to the music, and like I said, I'm not a hater. Like I literally will give it a chance. I hear it, and I just can't. I can't do their style at all. At all. Like it's very irritating. But Future is a godfather of all. No, but see, Future, these guys rap nothing like Future, bro. Future actually has raps. He can actually rap. These guys are not. They're more sound effects than anything else. Woo, woo, beep, 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 brr, brr. I'm just like, wow. Like, that is so lazy. Like that hype man style, that's lazy. That's literally milking time. They're trying to milk time when they do that. It's laziness. Or more like the mumble rappers, right? Like the ones that try to act like they're too cool to have energy. Like sounding all laid back. Like that doesn't work in music. Music's supposed to like hype you up, pump you up. But coming like that is just not working, bro. Just it's the opposite of what music's supposed to do, right? So the two don't mix well. I'm surprised you but though, like it's like bingo slow, baby. No, but see, Future, he raps. He actually raps though. Like he can rap. Like you can actually understand his bars and what he's saying, right? Compared to the other ones that, and not only that, but his beats are way different than the rest of these individuals. The rest of these individuals' beats are just they're not. It's nothing like Future's beats. Future has more beats like the there's still more like gangster relevant type beats. I bet Black Ops only Rockstar. Oh yeah, Black Ops is chingon. What do you think about Kanye rap skills? See, Kanye could rap. I just don't dig his music though. Just because it's different than what I like to hear, right? Like he brings a different type of vibe. But don't get me wrong, his rapping skills is elite though. His overall metaphors, the concepts, and all of that, right? But it's just not the type of music that I dig. You get what I mean? Like kind of like there are rock bands that are good, but I just don't hear rock, But that doesn't mean that they suck, It's just not my type of music. But they're good though. They're skillful, right? They're skillful in playing the instruments and creating their songs and all of that, right? And if anything, that's even more gifted, right? Because you have to actually know how to play a fucking instrument and actually create a song, right? So it's more difficult. So they definitely have a lot of skills, right? But I just don't hear rock though. It's not my kind of thing. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that it sucks. There's people that be like, "Oh, rap sucks," and it's like, if it sucked, do you think that many people would like it? Do you think that they would be making as much money as they do if it sucked? Like, it doesn't suck. It's just not for you. You know what I mean? But the world does not revolve around you. Just because you think something sucks doesn't mean that it actually sucks. It just means that it's just not for you. You know what I mean? See, I am aware. I can understand that the world does not revolve around me. That's why I don't say that something sucks, because I know there's people out there that like it. So how can it suck if it has its fan base? I'm aware enough to be like, yeah, it's just not my type of music. Compared to people be like, oh, that shit sucks, or he can't. Like, why? Because you don't like it, and that automatically means that what you say goes. Like, look at this guy over here thinks the fucking world revolves around him. You get what I mean? Like, that is crazy. No, Soldier Boy's whack in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. What about rappers like 21 Savage? 21 Savage? I don't even know who that is. Was Han. Yo, I seen you on. I don't even know who that is, bro. I think, in my opinion, drill music is the worst. Worse than mumble rap? Nah, mumble rap's the worst, though. You can't understand mumble rap. Like, wait, what did he say, man? As a matter of fact, there's a skit that what's his name did Hobson did a skit about mumble rap. That shit is fucking funny as fuck. You still listen to Biggie after Diddy stuff? No, they were close. What do you mean? Well, remember, Biggie died like early in his career, right? Diddy wasn't that big yet. He was barely getting there. And just because him and Biggie were close doesn't mean that like Biggie knew everything that was going on. You feel me? I mean, he might have known, shit. For all we know, he might have known, But at the same time, we don't know that to be the case, right? So, I mean, we can assume, but assumptions are not facts, though. Unless somebody, mentions it or brings it up or has some type of evidence, and it's like, all right, okay, so you knew that. Oh man, it's all bad. Being a takes skills off. What do you think about Mac Dre from the Bay? Mac Dre gets down. He has skills. Do you think Lady Pink's rap skills? Lady Pink's rap skills? Man, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think I even heard a rap song of hers. I don't think I have. I mean, I might have. I just can't even remember, bro. I just wouldn't scope, bro. What up, baby Joker? Hey, what you do to my dog, eh? Aztec Warrior. Are you the guy from Napoleon Dynamite? You mean Pedro? Sí, señor. What for Pedro? And my cousins. Your who? My cousins? Your cousins? That's almost as bad as when Paisa said that they listen to Snoop Dogg. And it's Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg? Who the fuck is Snoop Dogg? Oh, Snoop Dogg. Oh. Not for real. I did have a Paisa homie that told me he listens to the Snoop Dogg. I'm like, who? Snoop Dogg? I'm like, Snoop Dogg? Who the fuck is Snoop Dogg? I'm over here thinking like, Dogg? Snoop Dogg? Is it new? Y la el de Jen and Use. Oh, Snoop Dogg. Oh, shit. Took a while to click in. I was like, Snoop Dogg? Doug? What Doug? You sure he's from LA? He from Long Beach? You sure? You sure? You look like Diddy's. That was actually funny. It was okay. I'll probably scope out his music. Let's see what's cracking with that. Did he party as well? Yeah, he might have been at them parties. What about Drake's rap skills? See, Drake could rap too. It's just not my type of music, but he could definitely rap though. Especially his metaphors. He's got metaphors, bro. With his raps, you actually have to give it some thought to understand what he's trying to say. You know what I mean? Like the message that's hidden within there, right? Like I said, he definitely knows how to phrase his bars. And it doesn't sound redundant all the damn time. He at least, how could I say, tries, new stuff, right? He's not afraid to, try new things. Like I said, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But overall, I'm just not a fan of his music because it's just not my type of music. But, nonetheless, he could rap. If he didn't, he wouldn't be as, popular as he is. They thought Paisa's mispronouncing English names wrong. I mean, it's normal, bro. I mean, learning a new language is gonna happen. Especially when they have a heavy accent. I mean, it's gonna happen. You know, like we clown around, we joke around, right? But it's not like to some like some people who get offended, like learn how to fucking speak English, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Chill the fuck out. You act like if you and this guy talk all the damn time that he needs to fucking know. Like, you worry about you, my boy. You know what I mean? Like, if it bugs them that much, huh? Like if they have to deal with these motherfuckers every day and shit. Like, damn, bro, worry about you, homie. Like, what? So what you being infatuated with these motherfuckers? They gotta listen to you. Like, who the fuck are you, my boy? Who are you to be telling people what they should do, dog? With their lives? Who are you? Who are you? Who gave you this power? I wish I could understand what the fuck future is saying. You can understand them. Hey, bro, you mean the gay to prove that you are not gay? What the hell? Paisas be all confused when they don't know what you're talking about, and you're. That's what. God loves you so much, he gave his son to die on the cross. We will be saved. Saved from what? Like, what exactly do we need saving from, though? When you all smart in conversation. Oh, you mean when you meet the ones that are stubborn that they act like they know everything? Cats or dogs? Oh no, dogs all day, bro. I can't do cats. I don't like cats. Cats are fucking uptight. They want you to be fucking, you know, attending to its every needs. Not like a dog that shows you actually love. Cats act like if they're the shit. From Atlanta, can't understand future. Have people from understand future perfectly. They're used to the fast talking lingo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys. We out.